Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is AlternateFaz here. You guys would probably know me as the funniest guy on the Alternate Network. Yes, it's true. So, today we're gonna have a little heart-to-heart conversation about the first love. Well, my first love, not yours. Yeah, it's crazy. First of all, the gameplay is shiza. So yeah, I was in year 6 at the time. I was about 10 or 11, not really too sure. So this girl was amazing. Can't really say her first name or her real name. So for now, let's just call her Calvin, okay? So Calvin had the whole package. I tell you straight, she had the whole package. She had the laugh, the smile, the personality, the eyes, and the best part was her curly hair. It was great. Now, Calvin was from London. Yes, London. So she had like a really sexy accent. At this time, I was first learning what a penis was, so I was thinking of things what to do with it. And like when I was thinking of things, I was like thinking of her, which is I know kind of weird. So let's hope she doesn't watch this video. Sometimes I still talk to Calvin. Just we've always been friends. That's the problem. In primary school, I wasn't really the best looking kid. It was kind of horrible, to be honest, because I was the only one there with facial hair, and I used to get picked on and all that shit. I'm like, I was quite popular, you know, because my awesome personality, but facial hair at primary school, not the coolest thing. So Calvin caused like a load of like problem for me. Like I was whipped. Put it that way, I was whipped to like the max. She could make me do anything. And I remember once we came out from PE as break time, and you had this Asian, like a big tall Asian, and can't really say his first name, so let's call him John the Asian. So John the Asian was pulling on Calvin's hair as hard as John could. He's pulling it, and Calvin's hair was like going all the way down. So I thought, because I was her bitch, I should go, you know, the clever thing I should do is go over there, save the day, and be Superman and fly off with Calvin in my hands into the sunset. That's the cleverest thing I thought of. So obviously in my kiddie mind, I was like playing about, and I ran over, and I was like, I just stopped, I put my hand in the air, and I just went, freeze, stop, like this. And I goes, you touch Calvin once more, big Asian, I will punch you in the throat, John. So John got scared. John was like, oh my god, it's Faraz. Let's not do anything. Ah. And I was like, damn right, John. So I ran up to John, and I've actually kicked him with my tree trunk legs in the arse. So John has now got a dead arse. So I knew I was taking effect because he actually like bent over and touched his arse. I was like, yes, he can't sit down now. So that means if he sits down, it'll be cheap if I hit him if he sat down anyway. So he can't sit down now. It won't be cheap. I will look cool. So you know, Calvin came up to me and she was hugging me. She was like, sort it out, and I was like, damn right. I was like, Super Saiyan. So I ran up to John, and I've actually punched him in the nose. This is my sound effects here. I punched John in the nose, and John held his nose. John didn't do anything, but yeah, he still did enough to Calvin. So I thought I'll do the same. So I've gripped his hair, and I was hitting John over and over and over and over and over and over and good over. Again in the temple. John then grew a lump. I then spent that break time, the following dinner, in the canteen hiding my face from the head teacher because John was sitting right next to the head teacher. Yes, it was a crazy day. At the end of the day, they found out who I was and what happened. John the Little Grass still goes to my high school actually, which is kind of surprising. So let's see if the team can actually guess who John is. Um, and I don't know, it was a crazy day, and they finally called up my parents, and it was 5 minutes before school ended. They called my parents and said, "Listen, your child is dangerous. You need to take him away from school. Even though school finishes in like 5 minutes, can you please do it now?" Which made no sense at all. So mums came and mum gave me a bad look, and we went home. So that's it for the first episode. It was nice talking to you guys.